Pierre Gasly's new contract. We did the announcement at the time, but what we haven't done is drilled into the details about why Pierre Gasly may have committed for such a long time at Alpine. It did come as a bit of a shock. There was no pre-warning of this. The news dropped at the same time as the press release dropped from Alpine, and it just literally dropped, and then all the social media feeds got filled up with the news that Pierre Gasly had signed that massive long-term deal with Alpine. You may be asking why Alpine is sat 10th in the Constructors' Championship. They don't look like they're going anywhere this season. There's uncertainty about their future. There's uncertainty about a second driver. But maybe that uncertainty is what's driven Pierre Gasly to sign in long term. And hear me out on this one. We know they've got Mercedes engines coming on board. We know the talk is Mercedes engines are going to be strong. McLaren have proved that if you get the chassis right, you can be a title-winning contender with a Mercedes factory engine. We're not talking about the old days where you got a crap engine and you got last season's engine and you didn't get the updates in time. We're talking about the new FIA rules that were introduced a few years ago that means you've got the same engine as the works team. So therefore, being a works team is no longer as much of a benefit as it used to be all those years ago. Now we come on to Alpine. Now, the Renault board have stated they want to stay in Formula 1. Yes, we know all the noise they're making is they're going to be sold. However, their public display with their new CEO is they want to stay in Formula 1. To do that, you need some stability. And at the moment, they haven't got any. They're changing their second driver like it's going out of fashion, aren't they, really? And there's no talk about who's going to drive for them next year in terms of the second driver. So they need security with that first driver. They've got that with Pierre Gasly. He is the number one driver. He will keep the sponsors happy as well as doing a good job because he's actually a good driver as well. He's French for a French team. It fits all the bills and it's brilliant for everyone else. Now, come on to Pierre Gasly himself. I would imagine he's been in a really strong negotiating position by being in this lead position with Alpine and Alpine wanting to secure him to such a long deal. So I would imagine that the contract is heavily weighted in his favour with either get-out clauses if a team hire comes up, performance clauses in there, and probably a healthy compensation in terms of his salary as well for signing such a long-term deal and taking himself off the market. So that is all the reasons why Pierre Gasly has signed that long-term deal with Alpine. Is it an inspired move? Is it the wrong move? Only time will tell on that one. Let me know in the comments what you think. Inspired move, or is he making a mistake committing for such a long time and actually shutting off all those options?